Oh, this way. Melanie Parker.
Not that way?
Yeah, so Facebook Live is always backwards, and this is actually using Be Live TV, which gives you the correct view. So it's it's mirrored now. So I'm actually going like this to my left, but I got to go to my right to point to point at Mel.
Well, welcome everyone. Great to see you here.
Yes, thank you guys for tuning in. I'm just checking the comments. I know you guys are just joining the room. So this is actually, Mel doesn't even know this. Mel and I have a lot of fun working together, by the way. If you guys have ever been on one of our collaboration trainings that we've done. And we always kind of push each other to invent new things that we never even had.
Yes, we do. And we have a whole heap of fun working together, don't we, Lynn?
We do. So a lot of things I've launched since I met with Mel have been because of Mel. So I hope you all need that wing lady, right? That person that you go to that pushes you to create things that maybe you didn't even think of yourself. And Mel is that person for me. So thank you so much, Mel, because if you were in my life, I probably wouldn't have half the stuff that I've created. So thank you.
My absolute pleasure. In fact, you're doing the same thing for me, Lynn. So even with this webinar that I know you're going to invite everyone to today, you came to me and said, hey, why don't we do this topic about helping everyone get through the summer with their bookings? And I went, okay, I'll do that for you.
We just tell each other what we want the other person to train on, and then we go create brand new content for you guys. Gives you, the little behind the scenes. Most of the things we do, we did not have sitting somewhere ready to go. We literally created brand new for you. So this is a new show that I'm launching called $1 Million Party Girl Talk. I didn't even tell Mel.
Woohoo! I'll just run with it, Lynn.
Let's run with it. We just make it up just to show you guys how easy this is. I keep encouraging everybody to create their own Facebook Live show. Seriously, just make it up. Draxie Marie is here. Hello. She's saying hello in the comments. And Mariana and Alba. Thanks everyone for watching. So this is going to be a brand new show that I'm creating on Facebook Live on Tuesdays, $1 Million Party Girl Talk, where I will be interviewing successful women in direct sales and having them share their secrets. So Mel and I had already started collaborating on a webinar. If you guys have seen that in our events tab here on our page, it's this Thursday night at 9:00. And so who better than to start my little interview show here than to have Mel. What I really love about you, Mel, you are all about the party and really the foundation for PartyPlan success. I always say there's nothing in this business that parties can't fix, right?
Totally. Yeah. And what we need to help everyone with is how on earth do we get the parties? Because if you're out there meeting people, then everything else falls into place. If you can meet people and do the parties, then the sales, the bookings, and the team building follows, doesn't it?
It's true. And so many times, there's a lot of shiny objects and it's like, well, what do I do first? Do I do this? Do I do that? And I always say, don't worry about your Facebook page or your Instagram or anything else until you have parties, right? That is literally the foundation for everything that happens in our business. So, Mel, so tell everybody, what were you doing before you started in direct sales?
Oh, well, my life was quite different before. I actually came from a background in the fitness industry. So many moons ago now, I first off started as an aerobic instructor, and then that led more into a sales and management career within the fitness industry. What that did give me though, and the skill set that I brought from that across into my PartyPlan business was, first of all, an absolute determination to become great and to learn something new, because I loved working in the fitness industry. I was not a fitness fanatic. I just wanted to be healthy and fit, and it was fun and I was passionate about it. And so for starters, I wasn't really a great fitness kind of person, but I enjoyed it. And so that gave me the desire to learn how to basically create a career in it. And then when it came to the sales and the management side of it, I was not a natural salesperson. I was not even a natural manager. I had to learn the skills, and I had the passion to be great at it. And so that gave me the never give up kind of attitude. And then, of course, that's the attitude that I brought across into my direct selling career. So for me, it was my sister-in-law who got me into this. And I remember she joined a company and she said, you'd be great at this. You'd have fun. You love getting dressed up. You can go out with the girls. And I thought, are you crazy? Who makes a real income out of doing in-home parties? And that was going back way before anyone, no one was doing Facebook parties back then. There was no such thing as an online party back then. And so I kind of dismissed it at first, but then she just kept giving me little phone calls and telling me all about the great income she was making when she'd go out on a Friday night and do one party. And so eventually I said, you better bring those products over, show me a kit, and here I am. So that kind of, the thing for me, I loved the idea that it was a great hourly income. I could choose my own hours. I could choose how much I want to work and when I wanted to work. So I loved the flexibility and the great income as well.
Okay, so that kind of put your toe in the water, right? And you saw that value, and maybe you didn't have all the answers, but you could certainly figure it out and learn how to be great at what you were doing. And so you launched. How did you get to the point? I know, part of your big success was you were holding 5 parties a week for 5 years in a row.
Yeah, totally.
I don't even know if I could still be standing if I did that. I need a nap. So how did you, where did all those parties come from? How, was it something that you just figured out by accident, or were you strategic in really figuring out how to date the parties?
It was not an accident. I had to really dig deep to figure out how to do that. So when I started, I had to have 6 bookings dated over a 3-week period to even be allowed to get my kit. So I started off with 6 bookings. And very quickly, they kind of diminished. They rescheduled, cancelled. I think 1 or 2 of those 6 went ahead. And so here I was thinking I was launching this big brand new career, and I was going to do so well and make such a great income and not have to work many hours. And then I realized that, hang on a minute, I only have like 1 or 2 bookings left in my calendar, and there's no way I'm going to be able to make a great income out of this if I don't hurry up and figure a few things out. So really that launched the whole learning experience for me. So I had to, we want to make this practical and easy for people to have takeaways from this too. So first of all, understand that it comes from, you got to have the burning desire, first of all. So it's like, how bad do you need this to work for you? How much do you want your direct sales business to work for you? And then the big message is that if you've got the desire, and if you're someone who will learn how to do something and put things into action, you can't fail. You can't fail. If you know what to do and then you go out and you do it, it will work for you. You don't need any special superpowers to be able to make your direct sales business work. Anyone can do it. And that's where, for me, I was not very good at the beginning, but I did understand that there were things I could learn. There were skills that I could find, and I could listen to people who have gone down the path before me and who are doing great in their companies. So I went along to a lot of training, listened to a lot of CDs, videos, books, asked the people that I was meeting that was doing great in the company, and then went out and took action. And really, Lynn, I think one of the things I'd love to share with people today is we take action on the right type of activities that are going to create a result and get the desired benefit for us. But it's about taking action constantly. So really what I figured out is there's only a few things that we need to do as a party plan consultant to get the bookings and to be able to do however many parties a week you need to do. There's only a few things that we need to do. But the thing is, we need to constantly be doing them over and over and over again. And so for me, that's where the build-up came. When you're talking about, I did 5 to 6 parties a week very consistently, week after week after week. for 5 to 6 years in a row. That was the average. And the way that I did that was I understood there's a few key things that we need to do. And then I did it for every single hostess, every single party, every single guest that I met. And if you're watching us right now and listening, if you are someone who's here today and you don't even have any bookings, if you're starting from the beginning, you might be brand new, or you might have run out of bookings and you're starting again from scratch, then it comes down to promotional work. How can I get out there and meet brand new people who want what I have to offer? And so it's not just about doing one promotional event, like one vendor event or expo or market or fair. It's about being at an event like that every single week until you have enough bookings in your calendar to reach the desired level that you're looking for. And there's lots of other things that we can do to build the leads and to meet new people. And that's some of the things that we're going to help everyone out with in our webinar so it's Thursday night in US time. Do you want me to translate that into our Australian time for over here, Lynn?
That would be wonderful, because my head hurts trying to figure out. So right now it is, a little bit after 8 o'clock. It's 8:11 Eastern time. I'm in New Jersey. Mel's in Australia. Mel, what time is it where you are right now?
Right now it's 10 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday.
Yeah.
The next day.
That's the other fun thing when Mel and I get to work together is I kind of get a chuckle that I'm time traveling. It's tomorrow where Mel is. And Mel, we have a bunch of people saying they're having technical difficulties watching. So sorry, especially, maybe at nighttime if you're on your phone or even a computer. On Wi-Fi, so many things come into play when you're watching live stream. So hang in there. Try to go out of the app and come back in, or this will be posted as a replay if, there's a little traffic jam where you are on your Wi-Fi. I do recommend anytime if you have a computer and you have an Ethernet cable, they actually say it's better to be plugged directly in if you want to get the best stream for live stream. And of course, that's not possible because most of you are probably on a phone. But
that's okay. I just saw Shauna said that she's just reconnected and she's got in here. And so thanks, ladies. Draxie is writing in there to us, Ruth. And so that's okay. This will go out as a replay that you can catch up to. So just to let everyone know, the webinar that Lynn and I are doing together, where I'm helping with how to keep your bookings going through the summer season, that is so it's Thursday night, 9 p.m. US Eastern time, but for our Australian followers, that will be our Friday morning. So that's going to be Friday, 11 a.m. if you're on the eastern side of Australia. So New South Wales, Victoria, Queensland, and then as you go across the country, it gets earlier in the day.
Okay, and how about New Zealand? Is that going to be closer to 1 o'clock on Friday?
Yeah, you got it. You got it. You know Kiwis. So in New Zealand, it will be 1 p.m. on Friday for them.
Okay,
perfect. Hello, Tiamo. Nice to see you here.
Oh, Tiamo's there. So, that's just incredible. So you learned, simple principles of, it sounds like just rinse and repeat, that consistency, consistently working. And I think working is the key word, working your business like a business to focus on the activities that give you the biggest bang for your buck, right? It's like, what activities are really going to work to fill my calendar or my diary, as you say in Australia, the diary. So did you start doing, was it mostly vendor events and expos to get out of your warm market and then use those as a funnel for switching to a party business?
Yeah, because as direct sellers, we are either in one of two positions. We've either got party bookings happening, and then as long as we're doing those parties well and generating new bookings from there, our business can go on automatic pilot, where all of the bookings just keep coming from the parties. And that's the golden dream. And that's where we all want to get to. But the other side of the story is that the reality is that many of us are not in that position where we have enough bookings and all of the bookings come from the parties. So if you don't have the bookings, then you're on the other side of the fence where you're someone that is in a position where you need to focus on how do I get new bookings. And so if that is you watching right now as a follower, it needs to all be about promotional work. And really there's 3 simple strategies that I did, which I'll share more about when we do the detailed webinar training this week. But it's doing things like vendor events. So you might call that a market, an expo, a fair. It could even be a fundraising type of event. But I'm just talking about anywhere that you can have a table of your products and you can be there meeting people that are coming to have a look at your products. But I do it with a bit of a twist. The thing I love to do is to teach you how to walk away from that event with bookings dated into your calendar so that you are going on the day of the event and then you walk away and you've got bookings dated in and hostesses are locked in and ready and can't wait to have their party. So that's one thing. The second thing is competition lead boxes that go into local businesses. And what I have found, Lynn, is that that is not a very common strategy that's done over in the US and Canada. That's something that a lot of us tend to do more here in Australia, but it's pretty simple. It's kind of like, you know how a lot of us go to a vendor event and we have a big raffle prize and we get people to enter into the draw. It's really having that type of a draw, but it's just in a local business. So people visit the local businesses that they go to, like a takeaway shop. Takeaways, fast food seem to be the ones that give us the best and the most leads. People are waiting for their order, they fill in the competition entry, and then you've got a lead that you can follow up. And then the other thing I do is mystery hostess parties. But the mystery hostess party is not designed to just invite the friends and family that have already been to our parties, but to be able to then follow up with the leads that you're getting from the competition entry boxes and the people that you're meeting at your vendor events and promotional events, and you invite them to come to your mystery hostess party if they are not in a position to have their own party. So we offer free products to them for having their own party first. And if they say no to their own booking, then you invite them along to yours. So that helps you with a few little tips of how to get unstuck if you've got no bookings at the moment. And then if you are someone that has bookings, well, once you've got those bookings, it's just all about, well, how do I make this party great now? How do I do the best job that I can possibly do so that I'm meeting new people that want to book a party from there? And then all the bookings tend to come from the parties. And so, you know, those types of skill sets is, well, what type of steps do I need to do at the party? And we help people with 10 different steps. A lot of it is about bringing the products to life, getting people hands-on with the products and building a wish list so that they fall in love with your products and they want them. And then you're going to show them how they can get them for free or half price or at least discounted by saying yes to being your next hostess. And then once you've got the parties booked in, it all comes down to hostess coaching. And hostess coaching is more than just getting the party to go ahead. Hostess coaching is all about building the guest list so that more people are coming on the day. You're keeping your hostess excited, because if you can get more people to come to the party, then it makes sense that you'll get more sales, more bookings, and more recruit leads to work with building your team as well. So I hope that helps everyone a little bit there, Lynn. It looks like we just had a lot more people join in too. So great to see. I can see, I think, is it Charity in there as well? So welcome. I'm watching the comments on my other laptop.
Okay. Yeah, we've got Tanya and Ruth, Shauna. Shauna's saying she reloaded and now it's working fine. Some people are stopping. So Wi-Fi issues. Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. Lynn, did you want to give anyone instructions on how to register for the webinar?
Yeah, I'm hearing a little echo. Just started to kick in. I don't know.
Put my headphones on just in case that's.
I don't know if it's the other tablet playing.
No, I've got this. I've got this.
Okay.
The one.
All right. That fixed it. So yeah. So as you can see, Mel knows what she's talking about. So you've got to get out of your warm market and the good news is that's all in your control. And I talked to a lot of direct sellers that are even doing vendor events, but only doing vendor events as their business model. So imagine if you took that vendor event and then started using that to fill your calendar, and you walk into a room with 10 or 12 people ready to buy. That's when your business really explodes. You've got a captive audience at a home party. And you cannot duplicate that anywhere else, right? It's a beautiful thing. So, so Thursday night, 9:00, I have 2 ways that you can find. It's a free webinar. The registration link, it'll be about an hour. You can either go to the event tab on $1 Million Party Girl, which is, you're either seeing this in the news feed, probably, or you're already on our page. If not, just click on where it's that you see $1 Million Party Girl and go to the event tab. You'll see the event with the link to join to register, or look at the pinned post. So right on our page at $1 Million Party Girl, I've pinned a post to the top. It's above our head to make it easy for you to find. And you can share that with your teams. This is a public webinar, open to all, and easy to register for. And like I said, that'll be Thursday night at 9:00, where you'll hear Mel break down her specific strategy. And I actually invited Mel because it is summertime, and this is a game changer for your business. Because what happens in the summer, right? You start to hear people with excuses. Nobody wants to book a party. Everybody's on vacation. The list goes on, right? Meanwhile, you still need to pay your bills, right? You're in business. You could be out of business by August if you do not have a specific plan, a game plan. And there's plenty of people that want to have parties in the summertime. You just have to think outside the box. You can't do exactly what you might have done last month or the month before, right? It's where we start talking about theme parties and parties on the go and making it simple and fun and easy. And of course, offering a variety of parties like Facebook parties. I even have, I'll show you, I'll give you one of my little quick tips. You guys know about my gift bag marketing. I could just market on gift bags all day long if you follow my blog, my vendor events. I have a party on the go that I do in the summertime, and I just take a fun little gift bag and I fill it with maybe a couple samples if you have them, or PDF how-to, catalogs, order forms. And what I love about gift bags is they stand up. It's not a flat envelope.
So you can have it on the table.
You could have it on the table. If people that work in a big office, bring this into your office. And because it's standing up on their desk, people automatically come over and say, "Oh, did you get a present?" They're like, "No, I'm having a party." Come shop. So, I literally would drive around with about 5 of these made up in my trunk at any given moment. So when I was at a party and offering other, different party options, I could run out to my trunk and be like, imagine if you had 5 or 6 or 8 or 10 of these going every single month through the summertime, in addition to your regular home parties.
And Lynn, that's a brilliant example of what I was just talking about, where we were saying it's finding what works and then repeating it over and over and over again. So you didn't have just one of those gift bags in your car. You went prepared with 5. So you are not pinning all of your hopes on the one person that you might give one gift bag to. You are handing out 5 of them as quickly as you can to all different people. And that's going to build the success result and get a better result in the end, so that you're getting more of those parties that are going ahead successfully. Because I think sometimes what happens is we'll go and do one thing, like we'll have one party booked in, or we'll do one vendor event, or we hand out one gift bag, or we do one recruitment meeting. And then we kind of go home and we're crossing our fingers and we watch our phone and we think, oh, I hope they ring me back and they're really interested. And we put all of our hopes and dreams on that one contact. But what we want to recommend is that everyone goes, okay, this can work if we do lots of it and let's go out there and meet lots of people so that the success rate is greater, because if you're handing out 5, chances are, I don't know, I think maybe at least 3 of those might come back as successful. What do you think, Ling?
Yeah, well, that's exactly why I would hand out 5, because you can't count on anything in business, right? Like Mel said, you just got to keep throwing a bunch of stuff against the wall and see what sticks. So if I handed out 5, in my mind, I planned on 1 actually coming through as a successful party, but the other 4 maybe would collect, maybe meaning a successful qualifying party, like $300 or $400. Yeah. But maybe the other 4, maybe one person would have $100 in orders and another person would have $150.
One might be a recruit lead and end up being a team member. Like, there's different types of results come from all the different people that we meet and talk to.
Yeah. You've got to have a lot of things going on all at the same time.
Yes.
Right? To really make your business grow. And that's true for any business. Direct sales is no different. So, all right, Mel, so it's 8:26. We have about, 5 minutes left.
Oh, okay. I just want to say thank you to Denise. She put a beautiful comment in there saying, I love this. It's 2 of my favorite ladies together on the screen. So how cool is that? We make a good team, you and I, Lynn.
I think so. I know. One of these days we have to get together. Well, I did get to see you during your last U.S. tour.
Yeah.
And we're actually working on getting over to Australia at some point. I don't know when.
Come on over.
we have to do a seminar together. That would be so fun.
Well, my next ones are from September till November this year, so come and join me.
I might surprise you. And again, we apologize for people that are having problems with the video. Again, that's something that's out of our control. So sorry, but hopefully you'll be able to watch the replay with no problem. So Mel, what would be, if you had any, your top advice? So you build a successful direct sales business. And I know you even told me at one point you moved to a whole new area.
Yeah.
And completely restarted from nothing.
Nothing. Like, didn't know a single soul.
And rinsed and repeated what you already knew to work, and we're back up and running like that.
In about 4 to 6 weeks, I was back to doing 5 to 6 parties a week every single week. And the 3 things I did is exactly what I'm going to share in the webinar in detail with your group this week. So except this time I knew it would work. I knew what I had to get out there and do straight away. Face-to-face vendor events is always my first thing, because people get to see the product and they get to communicate with you. So they fall in love with the product, they build a connection with you, and that's the easiest and the fastest way to get the bookings. But then, vendor events aren't available every single day to do. So in my free time, I was then out placing competition lead boxes in local businesses. So then I had leads to be calling during the week. And I always had a mystery hostess party already dated in. So as I was meeting people, if they said no to booking their own party, I could invite them to come along to my public open party that we did. So it was strategies that were already in place every single week within the month. And it took me about 4 to 6 weeks of consistently doing those 3 things to get back to the usual 5 to 6 parties a week going ahead consistently.
That's amazing. And you know what? I have seen those lead boxes in my area, typically like at a hair salon. I've seen it's not called a competition box. They call it a lead box or a door prize drawing. But I've definitely seen things in women's gyms and hair salons for Mary Kay and different other PartyPlan companies. So I think that's, look to go where your ideal client is, right?
Yeah.
That's where you need to hang out. So what would be your final advice before we get together on Thursday night? If you had one direct sales success tip to share.
Attract attention by talking about the free products that you've got to give away. So rather than saying, would you like to book a party? Say things like, we're looking for the first 3 ladies who would love to say yes to the free products. Who wants to be the first one to say yes to the free products? And that's going to catch their attention. They'll want to know what you're talking about. What you're really referring to is the hostess reward. So have a get together with your friends and get the free products or the half price products and the discounts and the bonuses. So I'll help you get everything on your wish list by saying yes to being our next hostess, and let's get you some free products.
You make it so easy.
I know it sounds easy like that, but honestly, I stumbled through it probably 50 times practicing, and then it just becomes second nature. So it's all repeat. You'll get better and more confident.
I love it. Well, it's true. You have to really focus on helping people get what they want. And when you do that, you will soar, right? That's what it's all about.
And that's what I'm saying. The wish list is what they want, their favorite products. Is our countdown timer about to finish?
Yes. Well, I wanted to keep it at 30 minutes. We could go on for an hour if we wanted to. But I wanted to keep it at 30 minutes. All right, everyone. Thank you guys for tuning in. Carmen saying thank you for doing the video. Thank you to everyone that hung in there with Wi-Fi, live streaming issues, you know.
JJ Star, yay.
I'm so sorry. We have no control over that stuff. Hopefully you'll come back to watch the replay, and then we will see you Thursday night. We promise. Well, we can't promise. We can never promise there will be no Wi-Fi issues, but we are not using, this is with BeLive.tv. For the webinar, we are using a whole different platform that will not be on live stream. That will be through Mel's webinar. She's my guest speaker, but she's running the show. So you will hopefully have zero problems tuning into that.
So thanks, everyone. Go book yourself in. It's a free event. The topic is how to never, ever run out of summer bookings ever again. Even if you're in Australia where it's becoming winter, still be there.
I was thinking that.
Yeah, it'll help you with your bookings. So Lynn and I will be presenting together. I'll be going through, we've got a good 50 minutes of solid training content, and it's free. So be there. We always have a blast, and you'll get to chat to us in the comments as well.
All right. Thank you so much, Mel. I appreciate you.
Thanks, Lynn.
I'm excited for Thursday nights. It's going to be fun, and we hope to see you and all of your teams there too. Good night, everyone.
Good night, good morning, wherever you are.
Good morning. Thanks, everyone.
Bye.